Alexa versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
Let the hunt begin.
Greetings, fellow humans. This is Melinda the Good here. Times have been tough on the Hearthstone ladder these days. It's just all Pirate Warrior, Quest Rogue, and whatever that new token Jade Shaman deck people are playing these days. Basically, it's just all aggro, and it's so hard to ladder up. But if you play any of these decks, you know, I don't blame you. I don't hate you. I understand why you're doing this. Like, right now there's just an unbalance in the Hearthstone decks. And some decks are just playing better than others. So that's why everyone's playing them. Who doesn't want to win? So I don't blame people who play these decks. You know, everyone just wants to win. But it makes laddering so much harder. Especially because these aggro, it's really hard to counter with control. So anyways, this is a quick deck that I just threw together. It's a very basic budget hunter deck. The only rares that it needs is the Eaglehorn Bow.
Someday I'll be just like you!
And it's not too expensive to craft if you're willing to play a bit of arena or disenchant some cards. But this deck basically plays like the old Secret Hunter. That's fine. Yeah, I made this deck just for the new players who are entering Hearthstone and find that it's basically unplayable on the ladder because everything is aggro. And there's a saying, if you can't beat the cancer, you join the cancer.
I hunt alone.
I remember when I first started Hearthstone, I had no idea what I was doing. Like, it's not an easy game to learn, but I had my hand held. I had a lot of friends who played this game, so they held my hand, they taught me everything that I needed to know. This is a weird move. Fireball to the face on turn 4. That's a little... just a little scary. Don't really want to play the explosive trap on an empty board. In fact, I don't really want to play anything on an empty board. Let's coin out the tiger. So the thing about aggro decks is it's not just about going straight for face. Sometimes you do have to trade. You have to know when to trade. You want to trade for high value targets. I am wondering if this is vaporize. Possible. It is. But that's okay. Because we have our own secrets to play. Granted, I probably should have started with this first. It's okay.
You want to cast a spell? I want to cast a spell.
This is like some sort of spell mage. Very aggressive. Another vaporize? I want to check for... what is it? Mirror entity, but I don't want to put down my loot hoarder just because I don't want him to draw more cards. I definitely don't want to give him a Dark Iron Dwarf either. I'd rather give him a 2-1 than a 4-4.
Mind if I roll need?
Huh. Okay.
You call that a
Probably a Vaporize. If it is a Vaporize, I could play around it. But I want to push more damage just because he was playing so aggressively. Ice Block, possibly? Maybe.
I moves quickly. Behold the might of Stormwind!
That's a good card actually, because this one is alive after the Flame Trap. Made some good trades. Suppose I have to, because I really don't want to take the damage to face. Oh, what if it's Spellbender? It'd be really weird if he's running that. Bind. Well, okay, you have some doggies if you want. Something tells me I'm not going to be having a ton of minions on board anyways for this game. Just because I'm terrified of the Flame Strike that you also have. Generally, I don't want to play into the late game with mages, because mages are scary people with lots of fire. Ah, poopsicles. My bow. That's a lot of card draw. So normally I don't want to go into the late game, but they don't have a lot of survivability, to be honest.
done.
This is a good card, but since I'm not playing my high mains or my scary Dr. 3s, I don't mind doing this. No matter what, my board is still weak to Flame Strike, which is why I don't want to put down all my minions.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Oh, scary, scary, scary. Here comes the spells. Oh, my puppies. Are they going face? Fireball? Oh, Polymorph. I will be very surprised if he doesn't trade. Because while he is playing aggressive deck, this is what I'm talking about. You have to know when to trade. So he recognizes the Rhino is an annoyance, and he did the trades pretty well. Let's see. Both of these are cheap cards, so it doesn't really do much to freezing trap them.
I wonder.
Yeah, I'm tempted to throw down the hyena just to stop the bleeding just a little. Because we are at a very dangerous time. I think I will do that. know I have another bow in my deck. It's a little weird, but I don't want to take more damage to my face, actually, just because this is a mage. And mages do have scary things like pyroblast and fireballs. Oh, double molten reflections. Lots of wormies. Wait. Alright, he did it correctly. That's 13 plus 1. He does have lethal next turn. Scary, scary stuff. I'm just gonna try to do as much damage to face as possible.
Job's done.
And the moment of truth. Still one more kill command in here. I still have a bit more damage. But we'll see if he can. I'm pretty sure he knows what these secrets are.
What you looking at?
You know, take candle.
Okay, maybe he doesn't, because he wouldn't have thrown down his hand like that. But either way. I think he realizes he lost. So GG, that was a good game.
You win this.
So there you go, that was the very basic budget hunter deck. I'm hoping that it does okay on ladder for the amount of cards that it has. Of course, if you have better, higher cards, yeah, I would definitely put them in. I mean, I really miss my high mains. They would fit pretty well into the deck, I think. Just because it's aggressive doesn't mean you can't have high value cards, and high mains are awesome. So, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope this deck helped you out. Let me know below in the comments what else you want to see. And I will see you all in the next video.